buddies, you're watching with Maria DawsoN. Welcome to a special video of walkthrough of Rumble. We are in the last quarter of the year in MWM Hub, and some of you might know that we have a magazine. It's called Rumble, the Magalogue for MWM Hub. It's more of a catalog and a magazine combined, so that's why we named it Magalogue. So what I'm holding here in my hands is the pilot edition. It was released in October first week, if I remember correctly. So we release it once in 3 months. So the next issue is coming up in very soon, January, probably first week. And I thought this would be a right time to do a walkthrough on the pilot issue. So Rumble, the name, because I wanted something to make sound waves, loud sound waves, and I was looking for names which kind of had synonyms with the meaning that I had, and Rumble is very close to me because Pulp Fiction's one of the music album name is Rumble, so it came to me immediately, and I was more than happy to take it as and put it as the title of our magazine. So yeah, this is a pilot edition. Let's do a walkthrough. So this is paperback. We had limited sales, 15 copies. Almost all the copies are sold out. I just have one copy for the, what do you say, whenever I go to events to promote a magazine, I have this copy. So yeah, it's almost sold out, and we are not very famous, so it's available only in Bengaluru, not in other cities. And yeah, not all the viewers or channel know that we have a magazine, so I thought this video should expose our magazine. So cool. The cover page mentions 3 blogs. First one is Much More Than a Monster. It's a poem, poetry blog. And then What to Expect When in Kerala is a travel blog. And then The Real Reason Why Berserk is So Great. It's a manga blog. So let's get going. It was priced 111 rupees. And yeah, people did buy it. So the first page, you can see the contributors: Prabhsahil, Zaigam, Aman, Sharmila, Afreen, Vasvi, and we did not tell them or tell the readers like who's who right now. We'll ask them to find out when they read. So the pilot issue had 44 pages, I believe. So these were the what do you say, sections or segments. We had one for short stories, journals, and poetry, book reviews. I wanted a movie review, but then I did not have any contributed. But I think, for the second issue, we do have a movie review block. And manga and comics, my favorite. So we had 2 blocks here, and all about Hub from here. So lava lit moments and glowing sparks. The readers will get to know what's happening in our hub and what's a hub. So let's get going. Editor's note. I wanted to connect personally with the readers. So a small note from the editor. And yeah, special thanks to Mercy Nitya, because she's the one who came up with this design of volcano for the Rumble. So what I had in mind is Rumble, the word, and volcano theme. So that's all I had in mind. And she made sure that she came up with this design that exactly resonated my thought process. So yeah, thanks to Mercy Nitya. Editor note. So a small note on why this Magalogue was created and who all inspired. And yeah, so it's a small note that I wanted to connect with the readers personally. And yeah, I have never put the picture in this magazine. You all see me in the channel, and I connect personally with all the members, so people know me, so no need picture of me. This is the story segment, short story blog, fables set ablaze. So all the titles, if you have noticed, are based on volcano. The theme is like sea blazing, fables, treasure hunts, rhymes from the volcano, erupting pages, graphical catastrophe, lava lit, glowing sparks. So something related to volcano or fire. That's the theme. So we had 2 submissions. One is by Aman. It's a very short story. This is basically, he wrote it for a short film before writing a screenplay, because I was mentoring him for the process, right? Story, screenplay, storyboard. So that's the process we follow in what do you say, short film making. So he wrote this short story, then he wrote the screenplay, and we did make the film. It's streaming in our channel, The Man with the Camera. Do check it out. So it's a good story and well made film. And the second blog is by none other than the design pilot design. Dear Anya, she wrote this story in a pen and latte event, which is a story writing workshop. So I just grabbed that story. I didn't I didn't ask her. I told her like, I have put your story on the magazine. You can go check. So she was like shocked to find out that it's on the magazine. Surprised to find out. Yeah. So this is also a very good story. Kind of dark, I would say. Do read it if you get to read the magazine. Then Treasure Hunt. Initially, Treasure Hunt was supposed to be for adventure journals. That's what we have mentioned here, adventure journals from our writers. And we did have one submission, but in the second issue, it's more of personal journal. So it could be an adventure, it could be an incident, or it could be a memory. So we have kept it really open, this particular segment in the second issue. We have some interesting submissions to look forward to it. Yes, the only submission we had was from Prabhsahil. It's about his trip to Kerala and what was his experience. It's an interesting title. What to expect when in Kerala. So it kind of makes you read the blog. You check it out. And then it's, I guess after manga, if you ask me what's the more, what do you say, what's your favorite segment? It would be the poetry segment. So Rhymes from the Volcano is exactly that. So enigmatic short poems by our aspiring writers. So we had 3 submissions, in fact 4 submissions. I had to quell it to 3 because Vasvi contributed twice. If you see, the first poem is from Afreen. She again wrote it in a poetry workshop based on color. So she got the color yellow, and she wrote a poem based on the color yellow. It's a really rhyming and very poetic poem. So yeah, the next poem is a huge one, much more than a monster, by Sharmila. I think she has won several what do you say, awards for this poem, and we were lucky to get this submission from her. It's a very long poem and you need to decode it, so it's not for beginners, but still you can give it a read. And then we have Dead Song. Again, this was written by Vasvi on a poetry workshop. So she got a song, basically, song as a prompt. So it was a sad song. So you have to, imbibe the song, and like that should trigger the creativity. And she ended up writing this poem based on the song prompt. So it was really amazing, what music can do to people. That is about poetry segment. Now we are jumping to the book recommendations. I call it book recommendations, not review, because basically when people read books, they like certain books and they tend to recommend it to others. So that's the segment here and the theme here. Erupting pages. Obviously, there was not much submission, so I had to write one. So I enjoyed Dark Matter. It's always my go-to book whenever people ask me, like, okay, recommend a book. So it's really thriller ride, like a roller coaster ride, and it involves science. So it's a really good read. I thought, okay, for the pilot issue, if I'm writing something, then I'll write about this book. And graphical catastrophe. This is all about the manga, comics, and graphical novels, right? So again, this is a very good graphic novel. I think I've talked about it, and in the book club means I always bring up this book. So I did write a review. So nowadays I rarely write reviews for any books unless the book impacts me a lot. So this is one of those books that impacted me a lot. The Moss by Art Spiegelman. Excellent sketching. I think I should have done justice by writing a huge block like Berserk by Zaigam. So just 2 pages, it's fine. The next, I think the highlight of this entire magazine is this block. So that's why I put it on the cover. The real reason why Berserk is so great. So Zaigam is the friend who introduced me to mangas. So and discovering manga is always a special moment in your life. So Berserk is one of the greatest manga, I would say, the greatest manga or story I've ever come across in my life. And I wanted him to write because he has already read the entire series, I think 25 volumes by the author Kentaro Miura. So I thought he's the person should write this blog, and he did justice by writing, pouring his heart out into this blog. You see almost 5 pages, and with all the pictures and the blogs, and stats, and then how the sketchings evolved over years. So it's a very good story, and this is a very good blog on Berserk. So try to read this blog first, and then go and purchase Berserk and read. Thanks to Zaigam for making such a blog. Okay, now it's all about our hub, Love Wallet moments. Basically, on that quarter, July, August, September, what did we do in all the clubs is what the concept here. So we did cover all the film shoots and then the workshops, the first ever screenplay workshop, and July was a huge month. So writing workshop, another film shoot. So I think that quarter we were busy with a lot of film shoots. So if you see August also we had film shoot and book club and acting workshop, first acting workshop of 2024. And yes, theater. August, we launched Theatre Club, and this is the first ever play that we did. Buddy Black, just another version of Mr. Black from the short films. And this is our Theatre Club logo. First ever theater behind the scenes. And then first ever filmmaking competition submission. So we did make a movie and submit it to a competition, 50-hour filmmaking challenge. That was both on August and September because I think 31st and 1st were the dates within the timeline we have to shoot and submit. So we did it, but we didn't get an award. We were not even nominated. It's fine. September was again busy. You see poetry and then another film shoot. This film is yet to release. Probably in January we'll be releasing this film. And again, another writing workshop with a lot of participants. And we had a book club and another version of screenplay writing and the my favorite play, While the Beer is Cold, which I adapted from Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Do watch it. I love this play. I think it's one of the good plays that I've done. And House Rent was kind of improv skit, so I tried to be funny with Apple's corporate techniques. And yeah, that was about the quarter, July, August, September. And then on the channel front also, we cover in magazine, like what all is happening in channel. So we introduced this live podcast, and we started with the talk shows, right? Movie talk show and book talk show. So that's written here, and I love this again because the second issue has more content. This it's like more of integration of the hub with the channel. So for the pilot issue there was less content, but for the second issue there's so much content. And as you all, if you're viewing MWM, you'll know what all is happening. We have so many talk shows right now. Glowing Sparks, behind the channel, what's happening, like all these hubs needs maintenance, organization, management, right? So I have people supporting me and time to reward them. So that's the idea of Park Star Course. So the last quarter, July, August, September, we were making more films, and so a lot of people from filmmaking club were very proactive, and a lot of dedication, commitment were shown. So these were the star core members like Shay, Aman Ayan, and Srihari. So I guess if you're watching our channel and following our short films, you must be knowing all these faces. And star members, these are people or well-wishers or who are actively tuned into our both our channel and our hub. So they regularly attended our workshop. So Manisha, Kokul, and Gargi, I think they kept coming back to our workshops, acting workshop, screenplay workshop, and then story writing workshop. So I just wanted to reward these, people who extend their support to our hub. That's star members. Well, that's it. This was an AI generated art. So the second issue is more special. AI's involvement will be huge. I don't want to reveal anything. Yeah. Stay tuned our hub. I think we have this link tree link in the channel's bio, as well as this is the link we share with all the event participants and anybody who wants to know more about our hub. So it just directs you to a hub of links. Like a lot of links will be there in the page where you can get to know what's happening in the channel as well as in the hub, upcoming events and workshops, all those things. Yes, we did mention everything about our MW Hub. So I had only one vision. So this is primary reason of this magazine is to make people read, everyone, not just within our hub members, everyone to read, and with fascination, right? So that's why the theme, like Nitya's design was like a comic theme, and I never had this idea of, while designing it, I got idea like, okay, well, let's make it like a comic book. So it's more of a comic book, I would say. So I wanted to make people read first of all, and then for writers, we have a pool of writers, and who are actively trying to learn and improve themselves. So I wanted to give a platform for them to showcase their writing skills. So those were the primary reasons, but the vision was very simple. Uh, it is again a tool to connect the hub and the channel. So what's happening both our channels. So as you see, we did see what's happening with the short films, behind the scenes, theater, and who all is working. So a lot of people get exposed here and appreciated and rewarded. So all this will be known to general public, and it creates a good reputation. So that's the vision, to expose our community, what we are doing, what all we have, and what all you can do if you are part of the community. So that's the main vision, and it's going great. People were asking more copies, especially the only place where you can get apart from me is Atagalata in Bangalore. So it's a bookstore. So that's where we collaborate for events and workshop, and they were asking more copies. And personally, I was also getting a lot of requests. So, but I just had 15 copies, and almost all of them are sold, and I just have one event copy. So this is the event copy where I take it to events and workshop to promote this magazine. And yeah, so the second issue is going to come out pretty soon. Obviously, you'll have promotions, videos, and shorts to look forward to it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this special video about our magazine. It's Magalogue, Rumble Magalogue. So the theme is going to be different, and it's going to be a pretty brand new second issue coming up pretty soon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll catch you in another live stream video podcast. Until then, you're watching MaddiE with MaddiE. Bye-bye.
MWM YouTube.